It's a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energizing and entertaining. Hey, friends. Julie Cross here. I'm probably going to have a bit of a rant here now. And, when I have a rant, some people get annoyed about my rants because probably I say things that upset people. But, sometimes you just got to have a rant. Because I just turned 50, as many of you know, and I have been asked a number of times since turning 50, am I going to be doing the Botox? Have I done Botox? Am I doing Botox? Am I going to get my lips pumped up or primped or, will you colour your hair, Julie? So what's the difference? Well, when I started colouring my hair, I was colouring my hair not because I was trying to cover up grey. I was a hairdresser, so we were trying to do every colour. I didn't want to dye without doing every colour, and I just was trying to do everything. So these days, am I colouring hair to cover up my grey? Maybe. I have noticed that there's a lot more grey, so maybe that is why I'm still colouring my hair. So maybe you're going to call me a hypocrite. But am I going to have Botox? Well, I'm going to have to tell you the answer is no. I am not going to, at this point, engage in that. Now, I know what they say never, but how could I do that? What I teach is to love ourselves up. Aging does not need to be cured and endured. It needs to be embraced and honoured. That doesn't mean I'm not going to look after myself and age as well as I can. I use good skincare. I use nice cream. I do that sort of thing. I eat well. I look after my body. I exercise. I laugh often. I love deeply. I work on my inner self. I do all of those things that I feel like makes my outside look as good as it can. Yes, I do that. But imagine, how can I have Botox? How can I have Botox when I say that we should love ourselves up and I want to have Botox because I want to stop looking older? But then I get on stage and you can't see my face crease up, because that's part of what makes me, you see and feel my stories is the expressions on my face. Do I like some of the photos that get taken from me on the stage with my face looking like that? No, I don't think they look particularly good. But I know that you can feel my message because my face shows expression. I don't want my face to look like it's just frozen. I want my face to look like it has character and that you can feel my message. And aside from that, and what would it say if I say that we should be loving ourselves, but, I don't love myself anymore and then I've got to stop aging? And people go, but it's not about that. And I heard somebody on the radio promoting it today, one of our radio jocks promoting it, and she was saying, well, I know I'm going to get old, but I'm still going to look my best getting old. So at what point, at what age do you get to and go, now I just have to let it all go and be old and not like myself anymore because finally I got to old, because I only liking myself when I wasn't looking old, and now that I look old, I've got to stop liking myself. Do you see how ridiculous all of this is? We get old, people. We will get old. Women are always saying society should accept us aging and stop judging ourselves. Women can't accept ourselves aging. We don't accept ourselves aging. We feel like we need to cure it. So every time we're doing something, we're saying that I don't like myself looking like that. I don't like myself old. And so that's the message that we're giving out to the world, that aging looks terrible, so you need to fix it and do something with it. So therefore, is that what we're thinking when we're looking at other old people, that they look terrible? And if that's what we're all thinking, then we're all heading there and we're all going to look at ourselves and go, well, there you go. There it is. Look at you. Now you're old and you're ugly. We're not old and ugly. We're old and beautiful. We see those wonderful paintings of these of portraits, and we see these lined faces looking at us of these old characters, and we say, oh my God, you can see their life in their face. They're such characters. What a beautiful portrait, That's a life well lived. We can see their story etched in their faces. What are our future portraits going to look like? Just a bit shiny, no character, faces looking back out at us, so you can't see a life lived and emotion and feeling and energy portrayed on our faces. What are we doing? I don't understand it. And I know some people will say, but if it makes me feel better, then that's all right. All right, that's fine, if that's really the reason you're doing it. And then there's Cher. So Cher's on TV last night. And so here's Cher. She's 70. She looks like she's 30. And I reckon there might be a reason for that. And I reckon there might be some surgery involved. And I love Cher. Is it in his kiss? Oh, no, that's not the way. If I could turn back time. I love Cher. I grew up with Cher. I love her to bits. But she's sitting there at 70 and she doesn't look 70. And my man's saying, my God, doesn't she look hot? I go, but that's not what 70 looks like, people. So that sets a new standard, apparently, of what 70 looks like. Any wonder when the rest of us get to 70 and we look in the mirror, we think, Jesus, this needs to be cured. Because suddenly we have this new idea that 70 looks like what Cher looks like when she's 70. No, that's what 70 looks like with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of surgery. And then the interviewer says to her, so how do you feel now when you look in the mirror at 70? And she looks 30. And she said, well, I feel like every other woman feels, and I see these bits that have, that are failing me and that don't look as good anymore, and I judge myself and I go, well, there we are. So you look 30, you're 70, but you're still not loving yourself anyway. Come on, ladies. This is it. This is our beautiful bodies. We have got bigger things to worry about. And until we all start embracing ourselves and loving ourselves up, we cannot invite anyone else to do it. And if we're all looking at age and thinking it's ugly, then what is that saying? What is that saying? We're beautiful. We're just miracles, and everybody gets old. Let us start, look at your grandmother, and surely are we going to look at our grandmother and go, look at you, you ugly old prune? We're going to be looking at her and loving her. Let us love ourselves up. Let us love ourselves up right through this process. That doesn't mean I find it easy. It doesn't mean I don't look at myself in the mirror and go, geez, look at that. And then I go, hello, baby. I love you so much. And I remember the little miracle that I was and that I still am. I just grew up is all. So let us look after ourselves and bring us the best of ourselves. But let us love ourselves through growing older. So no botox for me at the moment. Just saying. See ya. Love to hear your thoughts about this show, or if there is something that you would love discussed on the Julie Cross podcast show, then please head over to iTunes and leave a review. Love to hear from you.